Okay, so to make a e-portfolio, click on your account, your little face right there, and you'll notice that there is an actual link for the e-portfolio. Go ahead and link that up. Click that, and then you'll see to the right, you can create an e-portfolio. Go ahead and do that, and then you can title it whatever you want. You can title it portfolio, your last name and portfolio. I'll leave that up to you. And then go ahead and make that, and then this is your front page. Now notice this link here. This will be important when you go to submit your portfolio in the assignment Dropbox. I'm going to go ahead and copy this link now. Okay, let's go back to the home page. So this is our front page of our portfolio. I'm just going to go ahead and add a picture just to make the front page a little less boring, and just to kind of show you how you can add files and images and other media components to your portfolio if you wanted. You can do that through the image structure there. You can click on that link there, image and file, and it will allow you to choose a file from your computer, or it'll allow you to choose a file that you have already uploaded into Canvas or that already exists in Canvas. So I'm just going to jump in here real quick, and I've already uploaded a picture into Canvas, and I'm just going to add that real quick. So you can see I can add other files from my computer, from anywhere in my computer, and that will be important here later as we build the portfolio. So here I'm just going to go ahead and save and upload this picture. So there the front page is a little bit more interesting. Let's go back to the home page. Let's start adding some sections. So all of the portfolios need to have your high stakes projects. You're also going to need your peer review drafts. You're going to want to include your brainstorming and generative drafts. And then you're going to want to make sure that you have your reflection memo. That's the one thing that you have to actually create and add to the portfolio. Everything else you already have. And then there's always a place for you to add some activities that you completed in the course that you think demonstrates your writing development. And that is a good example of a navigation bar for a portfolio. Those are essentially the components that you'll need. And then let's go ahead and go in here and fill these in with a little bit of content. So inside your high stakes project, you can add a couple pages because you should have had two high stakes projects. One of those was probably a rhetorical analysis of something. You should have probably analyzed some text rhetorically, looked at how they were situated for audiences and purposes. So go ahead and make a page for that so that you can upload the file for that paper at some point. I'm going to go ahead and upload a sample file. So scrolling through my files, here's a sample rhetorical analysis paper. I'm going to go ahead and add that paper and then save, and it should come up into my actual portfolio and be linked up into this actual page. So now my new page is the rhetorical analysis final paper, and I have a link to it, a download file, and I can make a comment. I could say something like, this is my final draft for my rhetorical analysis paper, or this is the final revised draft. And I can go ahead and add another page to the high stakes projects folder on writing process. Your other high stakes paper was probably something to do or related to the writing process. Let's go ahead and add a page for that, and then that will allow me to add an actual file for that. So come over here to the image file upload, and I can come down here and choose my file. I'm going to just add a random file for this. I'll just probably add maybe the peer review questions for the assignment as just another example of how you can locate a file on your computer and easily upload it into your portfolio. So here I just did another little example, and there you go. And now back to the front, and come down here to the drafts. Hold on 1 second, sorry about that. Okay, there we go, drafts. And you had a bunch of different drafts for your high stakes paper. So your rhetorical analysis paper had probably at least a draft 1, draft 2, your raw drafts where you're just sort of getting your ideas out. And remember, the portfolio is an opportunity to see how writing is a process that takes drafting and peer reviewing and discussion and feedback and revision. So here you'll see that you have pages to upload files for each of the different drafts so that your portfolio can be complete. Again, I'm going to just go ahead and grab a random file just as a demonstration for how to actually locate files and upload them to the portfolio. Save this page. So now I basically have all of my navigation bar set up for my portfolio content. I'm going to go ahead and submit my portfolio. I'm going to go back into the class and into the portfolio assignment. I'm going to have to actually get into student view to do this. So 1 second, okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and get back into the portfolio assignment. Click on the portfolio assignment, and there should be a way for me to put my link. Remember that link I told you about? Go ahead and paste that, submit it, and then get a bunch of confettis and thumbs up. Successful submission. Now I'm going to leave student view and go in and check on the assignment and see what it looks like from the other end. It should just come right up in the page view with the link. And there you go. You can see the portfolio submission. It looks a little bit more user-friendly when it's coming from the third party. And that's it.